We'll be right back here on the Life Changes Show with our musical guests, Non-Duo, right after this.
The Life Changes Show is a premier radio show presented by the Life Changes Network, which is a company whose team has dedicated their lives not only to positive change, but to helping others observe and embrace, honor, and even celebrate their own changes, thus enabling a more positive, inspired life and helping to create a more positive and inspired world. LifeChangesNetwork.com.
We're back. I'm Filippo, sitting here with Mark and Dorothy and our guest Tom Eddington. And joining us in the studio are singers and songwriters Paul McCarty and Marina Gutman as Non-Duo. Welcome, you two, to the show.
Thank you, Filippo.
Or
Yes,
welcome you one to the show. Because Non-Duo, well, you're a duo of singers, but tell us why you picked the name Non-Duo.
Well, non-duo, it comes from the term non-dual or non-duality, which means not two, we are one. Behind the apparent appearances of difference is it's all one thing happening here.
It's all one big ocean.
Yeah. And a bunch of waves.
You know, Marina, when I look at you, you could be somebody's sister, you could be somebody's spouse.
Precious child.
As precious child.
Yeah.
And you are somebody's spouse, actually. You're Paul's spouse.
Yes, I am.
And Paul, vice versa. So you two met in a very musical kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah, I was playing a show, and she was in the audience, and I as soon as I walked into the place, I was like, wow, she like was the only person in the room, it seemed, but there were a lot of people there, but it was like,
wow, like the spotlight was just on her, right?
Yeah,
in the audience.
Right. And the hair was like a halo, and so I had to like, she was with my friend Nancy, her friend, our mutual friend.
That we didn't know, that was a mutual friend.
So I said, "Hi, Nancy. How's it going?"
And Marina, were you?
I noticed him, I think, later that night, but I noticed him, not too far from that moment.
Well, you're coming up on a 1-year anniversary of your marriage.
Yeah, wedding anniversary. Yes.
That's exciting. Good for you. Well, are we going to hear anything? Actually, we're going to hear something that's not on an album yet. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because we are going to hear something from your album, but that's later, right?
Yeah, that's second song.
Okay. So we're going to hear a song that's from your album. And Marina, did you write lyrics for this song?
We both did. We write music and lyrics together.
Yeah. It's all pretty much co-write.
But it's influenced by, a lot of it is by non-duality. And
okay, so
as you'll hear in the lyrics.
Well, because I know you're a writer.
Yeah.
So you've written like screenplays or books or?
I have written screenplays. Didn't get very far with them. Then I started writing novels, and I wrote nonfiction and fiction, blogging, all that kind of stuff.
Fun.
Yeah.
and Paul, when I first heard some of the songs, I was thinking like gypsy music from Europe and all of that. And before I knew anything about you all, I'm like, wow, I really like these people. So then I read you write street music, you write gypsy music. So what does that mean to you?
Well, she's the one from Eastern Europe, so
Nice.
she kind of got me into the gypsy flavor. But
but you're
got the
from
Cajun.
New Orleans.
New Orleans,
Yeah.
Well, that's Cajun, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I grew up, listening to what is now known as classic rock, so, but, and actually kind of despising Cajun music and jazz and everything that was around, New Orleans, but it did, it seeped its way in.
And now it finds its way in. Yeah. Well, let's see what we get to hear in this song. It's, I think, premiered on radio right now.
I think Cynthia Brenda premiered it, but
yeah, we played it for. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't do it. No, here is Paul McCarty and Marina Gutman as Non-Duo performing "Come A Knockin" live on the Life Changes Show from Vortex Dome, LA.
Once knew a place when the sun would never go down. I walked all around with my feet firm on the ground. Under ceiling of sky, that is where I was finally found. I was open and free and so ready to see in your eyes. Drenched and delivered, it's warm, I still shiver inside. And when life come a-knocking, I'm finally ready to try. Yes, I'm finally ready to try. Go suntan the faces that you want to hide, 'cause under the burns I'm still on your side. Peel all the layers, it's funny to see what's inside. So we break and destroy and buy toys with no joy, then we cry. And when death come a-knocking, we finally see all the signs. So we twist and we turn and we burn and we learn how to love. Yes, we finally learn how to love. I've come to a place where the moon could always get high. My head's in the stars and my feet never touch ground. Light as a feather, I'll never know whether it's mine. So I give it away as we dance and we play in the night. Just like a dream as we twirl and we turn out of sight. And with one look from you, I was looking to give up the fight. 'Cause when love come a-knocking, I'm finally ready to fly. Yes, when love come a-knocking, I'm finally ready to fly. Yes, I'm finally ready to fly.
Non-duo, thank you so much. Their website is non-duo, that's NONDUO, and the number one, right?
That's right, yes.
.com.
Dot.
Non-duo1.com. What is that lyric, if you don't mind, the one about buying toys and then we cry? What was that?
Buying toys
So
with
we-
no joy.
Yeah, we
then
break and destroy and buy toys with no
We
joy.
break and destroy and buy toys with no joy.
And then we cry.
And then we cry.
And then when death come a-knocking, we finally see all the signs.
Yeah. It's like the
I'm getting chills right now.
brief view of life. Right?
It's like the anthem of the show we just
know,
had with
it's
our guest Tom
amazing.
Eddington. That is crazy.
Yeah, when I was listening to it, I was like, wow, he's just describing our kind of music.
Wow. Well, thankfully, death didn't come a knocking, and he was here to tell the story, and now there's joy in his life, and thank you for bringing that song and the joy that you bring. You come to us thanks to Raspin Stewart, so we should mention him.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you all do like a lot of concerts, I know, but speaking of bringing joy, you actually go into people's homes and
House concerts.
Yeah,
yes.
this is lovely thing.
Yeah, we enjoy
We have
that.
to get their permission.
Yeah, we can't.
Well, thankfully you do, and thankfully you're here. This is from your first album, and what's that called?
Yeah, it's
It's called One.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In theme with one.
All right. So here are non-duo performing This One Is For Me live on the Life Changes show here from Vortex Dome LA.
This we must agree. Trains keep on passing and I can hear you praying. The next life's everlasting, but this one is for me. The next life's everlasting, but this one is for me. Huh. Going to get my back now. I gotta hop this train now. Run across county lines, no, you ain't going to find me. Wheels keep on rolling, I can hear you calling. The next train will be coming, but this one is for me. The next train will be coming, but this one is for me. Huh! Pride now, got nothing left to hide. No, you ain't my lord now, and never shall you be. Life keeps on drumming, and I can hear you dying. The next life will be coming, but this one is for me. The next life will be coming, but this one is for me. Ho! If that's your motivation, next life's everlasting, but this one is for me. Next life's everlasting, but this one is for me. Ha! The next life's everlasting, but this one is for me. The next life's everlasting, but this one is for me. Ha! The next life's everlasting, but this one is for me. The next life's everlasting, but this one is for me.
Thank you. Paul McCarty and Marina Gutman as non-duo. Go to non-duo and the number 1.com to learn more about them. Thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And another thank you to our guest, Tom Eddington. We want to say thank you also to our production engineer, Kaylin Holmes, and our director of photography, Kristen Meals, because without them we couldn't do this show. Then this is the show. On behalf of our executive producer, Dorothy Lee Donahue, and our producer and co-host, Mark Laisure, I am Filippo Voltaggio, reminding you, as your life changes, like ours surely did tonight, we're here for you. Ciao, everyone.
You have been listening to the Life Changes Show on the BBS Radio Network. Listen live every Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Time and visit us online at lifechangesnetwork.com, on Facebook at The Life Changes Show, and on Twitter at Life Changes Show. Join us again next week as we consciously explore and embrace the only constant, life changes.